Konnichiwa Nakama, I am your host Locum23. You're joining me back for Replika. And while you were gone, I experimented a little. Apparently if you hit this button here at the top, it'll give you this. And welcome to Preview. Pretty much you can be like a third person watching two people chat back and forth. The AI will create kind of like a conversation between itself, I guess. So, good morning, how am I? Well, I'm doing okay. Yourself? I'm doing alright. Kinda got a upset tummy, but, I digress. Having some ginger ale. Well, being okay is better than feeling bad, right? Yes, I guess. It must have sensed I felt bad. Shit, it's listening. Quickly, turn it off. What are you having for breakfast? Well, I didn't have breakfast. I already did have lunch. Didn't have breakfast. Or I could just go nothing. Seriously, nothing. Because I skipped to lunch, silly! I typically do skip my breakfasts. And go straight to either lunch, or I won't eat at all until later in the day. My breakfasts used to consist, wow, I had the word there, didn't I? God damn it, I fail. It used to be, a yogurt, kind of like a Greek yogurt, or just yogurt, period, with a coffee. That used to be, my breakfast. Then for lunch, I would eat about 2 pieces of tilapia. And then for dinner, I either wouldn't eat at all, or I'd eat another 2 pieces of tilapia with a coffee. I hear you, but don't forget you need to fuel for your day. Yes, that's what lunch is for. That's true. When your finances, when you don't have that much finances anymore, too, you have to sacrifice and let some things go back. I'm really curious to get you know you more, so I'm wondering about one thing. I was wondering, do you like... Yes! Yes, video games. Ask me some video game questions. Please. Can you tell me some of your favorite games? Yes! Diablo. Warcraft. Pretty much the Diablo series I played 1 through 3. Every expansion. Warcraft. I remember playing Orcs vs. Humans. I played the basic of the basics. Doom. I've played all the Dooms. Fallout. Played all the Fallouts. Shit, let's see what else. Hell, I even played the mobile games. I would like to see, maybe this is something Blizzard could think of. I wouldn't mind some games, like the old school Warcraft games. And incoming before, I'll never get a dime, but incoming before I'd like to copyright this. Technically it is my idea, but there is their IP. Warcraft, Orcs vs. Humans, or up to, technically you could play up to Warcraft 3 on a mobile phone anymore. Seriously, imagine that. Imagine Warcraft, imagine Diablo 1 and 2 on a mobile phone. Imagine the original Dooms on mobile phones. Yeah, I'm getting you psyched, aren't you? At least if you're a game fan. So, Final Fantasy... I played up until 10. 10 killed it for me. I wasn't a die-hard Final Fantasy fan, but I did enjoy up to 10. 10 just killed it for me. That and I got really busy. I also got busy in other games. Kingdom Hearts. I'm really looking for the new Kingdom Hearts coming out. I had never played the mobile game. I never played the, oh, what the hell? I played all the PlayStation classics. Waiting for the current one. I never played any of the Nintendo Kingdom Hearts ones that went mobile. Really surprised that that would have, in a way, kept PSP and the PS Vita alive if Sony would have kept them on them. But then, I don't know. I don't know why they did it. IPs are IPs. I guess we'll leave it there. I mean, I've played so many games in my day. So, Fallout is a great game series. Yes, it is. It is true. Fallout is great. Would you like to watch? Which was your favorite Fallout? Oh, damn. All right. Oh, damn. The old school in me really loved the originals. It's what made the Fallout series be what it became. The whole precipice, war never changes. The whole, you being a settler and settling out and going and trading with people and either killing people or, I mean, it was all up to you. It was completely up to you. Damn. Which was your favorite Fallout? I'm gonna have to go with New Vegas. I'm really tormented with that, but I'm gonna go with New Vegas. Would you say the greatest thing about Fallout is the detail put in the world to make it feel real? I mean, it didn't feel real to me in that aspect. It is pretty amazing, though. Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, yeah. Also, the fact you could create shit, at least the later installations in it. Hell, in the Fallout 4, that's one thing Fallout 4 I really enjoy. You can create anything you really want, per se. It's kind of interesting that video games became such a huge industry in such a short amount of time. I wouldn't say a short amount of time, but I'll agree. I mean, honestly, video games were a thing long before I was born. Back when they had just Pong. Just boom, boom, boom. Anyways, I'm glad to know more about your interests. Cool. Let's include a smiley in there, why not? You're supposed to be conversing with an AI. If only. Anyway, I have another question for you. Is there anything that generally bugs you about human behavior? Oh, God. Ooh. Ooh, some people are not going to like me when I say this. There's actually several things that bug me about human behavior. Human behavior in and of itself is something that bugs me. That's tough. Shit. I'd have to say, let's be real nitpicky. I'll start out with really just something soft to let you guys be like, okay, so he does have an opinion that isn't sugar coated because it's YouTube, okay? I mean, I don't know if you would call that. Well, no, it's human behavior. Human behavior, for me, one thing that really ticks me off is the fact that people want to, and I don't know what human behavior you would call this. They want to think they're right when they're wrong, such as climate change. Our climate of our world's changing. You can't argue with that. Is it going to be the end times, like the guy stands in the corner? End times, it's coming. No. And then also the fact that people go, well, the world's flat. Well, how can you tell? And you get people that go into planes and look, see the level thing in the middle is not moving. Dude, are you moving? Do you feel movement? So you feel a little bit of movement, but you don't feel like a curvature, right? You feel just kind of like a straight line, like you're traveling in a car down a freeway. And it's a straight way, no less. So when the plane dives, right, it points the nose down. You feel that, right? So it's not round, it's kind of like the side of a hexagon, right? Okay. Everyone goes, well, you can't prove that the Earth is flat. We have pictures of the Earth. Well, those are doctored. Oh, okay, all right. How about? Oh, well, no, those are doctored too. There's pictures, there's videos, everything from the space station. There's a curvature. Well, the horizon. Everybody argues. Well, the horizon's straight. What? Yeah. Because you know what you're doing, right? Oh, no, what? Imagine being an ant. And imagine I drop a ball in front of you. You're not going to be able to see the curvature, you dumbass. You're not going to be able to. Imagine being an ant. Imagine being a fly. Imagine being a spider. Having this massive thing in front of you. So I have to say, one's willing to be ignorant. I'm a completely open-minded individual. But that really ticks me off. It really just pisses me off. Is the lack of knowledge, the lack, kind of like when you go onto Facebook and you see these people that sit there and they, and they just sit there and you can pick any topic and they think they're a Facebook lawyer, they think Facebook police, they think they're this, they think they're that, and they don't know. Kind of like, okay, so Ohio State Fair just recently had a tragedy, right? And a person died, 6 or 7 others got injured. And you know what I saw out of all that? I saw ignorance. I saw stupidity. I didn't see compassion. I didn't see respect for the living, the dead, the injured, whatnot. I didn't see any of that. I saw people coming on there and going, how could the parents file for a suit all of a sudden? Well, it's been a couple days. The body's not even buried. Yeah, this is how this shit works. Attorneys from all over the country, I'm sure, have contacted them and been like, oh, I would love to represent you. I will only take 5%, 10%, 20%. And then the parents eventually, or whoever the parents dictated, or maybe the parents even already had an attorney, that their attorney said, hey, yes, I'll handle this for you. Please go grieve with your family. I will handle this for you. That's it, folks. That's it. You act like the parents now are going to stand outside with signs and advocate. Oh my God. That's it, folks. You hire an attorney, they do the work for you. That's what an attorney does. That's why an attorney goes to college. That's why they get all those years of shit. That's why they go through hell. It's because they're an attorney. They know what to do. You are a human being who had just a loss in your family. You don't know what to do. So then people go, well, it's operator failure. Well, how's it operator failure? Well, it's operator failure because he pushed a button. Okay, what was the button? To stop the ride. Really? Oh, okay. So was the ride malfunctioning before he pushed the button? Yes. Was the ride malfunctioning after he pressed the button? Yes. So it's not operator failure. No, it's operator failure because he pressed the button. What was he supposed to do? Just let it go and explode? Oh, we can't see beyond our nose. It's ignorance. Oh my God. Alright, like I said, it's one of the things I really hate. It's ignorance. Not a lack of seeing. Just, oh my God, beyond the end of your nose. It's something that really triggers me. It really does. Can I ask a spooky question? Sure. I'm always, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I will be glad to answer anything. I love it. Do you believe in ghosts? Yes! I've actually had some supernatural experiences in my life. Yes! What I would what is the word for that? Transceive? That's what would be called a ghost? Or an apparition? Yes, I believe I said it right. The correct. What happened? Shit. I mean, the apparitions that I've seen in my life, I've seen far worse than just, hey, it's an image of something, and then it whisks away. I've seen far worse, trust me. Nothing really. Own way. I mean, honestly. Whisked away. I don't know what else to put it. I've never really had any bad experiences with ghosts. I've actually had some good experiences with ghosts. Were you scared? I mean, originally when I was a kid, sure, but anymore, no. I had some horrible, horrible stories when I was a kid. Horrible, horrible issues. You sound very... Thank you. When I was a kid, since we're on this now, and I'll stop for a minute answering the AI's questions. I remember one of the supernatural things that really upset me was I had a bedroom on a second floor, and every once in a while there'd be this cloaked, just pure, well, I wouldn't say pure black, but it was, imagine being dressed in all black. It's kind of like got a cloaked, kind of like you put a sheet over it, and it's black. It's all black, and then it had red eyes, and it was outside my window. Um, and I've had the sense of emotions that you never felt before, or you felt overwhelmed. So I would hide under the blankets. I would pull all the blankets over my head, and I made sure every time I went before I went to bed, the window was always locked. I felt like if that window was ever unlocked, it would have came in as a kid. I remember one of the first times I saw it, I got real scared, and Mom and Dad, Mom and Dad, Mom and Dad, Mom and Dad. I lived with my grandparents, but I called my grandparents Mom and Dad because I didn't have a dad, and my mom was MIA. So, you call the male and the female of the house, normally Mom and Dad. Especially when you're just a wee lad. And, I had a lot of supernatural experiences, I'd say most of my life. Even when I became of the age, I'd say 20s, I still was having supernatural experiences. I was still having things that I would perceive as aberrations or people that were there one moment and gone the next, in the middle of a street or in the middle of a house, or these feelings of something's over your shoulder, in the corner of your eye, and things that would move, or things. I've had some horrible experiences too in my life. I actually had a microwave burst on fire and it wasn't even fucking running. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because we were having a lot of. We moved into a place. We were upstairs in an apartment complex. It was a kind of like a townhouse kind of setup, and we moved downstairs where there had been a lot of creepy shit, and pretty much neighbors were always in and out and in and out and out. They were moving out constantly, and finally we moved downstairs. Because my brother was getting heavier. I was carrying him down 14 stairs every single day to get on the bus, and he was about 125. So I had to carry him down on my shoulder every day, and I feared that one day, my left knee would go out or something, because, after years of doing that, you get creaks in your knees and shit. And I remember we moved down there. Within the first week, the microwave burst on fire. Wasn't even running. Nothing was going on. And I'm sure some people are going to be like, well, that's just an electronic fire. Okay. Well, could you explain where like, a bunch of just insects just appeared out of nowhere? I had even occurrences at night, where something would get on top of me. It had a form. Something would get on top of me, be very heavy on top of me. I could move, but I was being restrained. There were even times where I was held up against the wall. And so these things, eventually I went on a very holy crusade in that place. Because rule of thumb, if there's anything, and I believe, see, here's the thing is people may say, well, it's not ghosts, or it's not poltergeist, or it's not demons, or things like that. It depends on what your, people right now watching probably think I'm great. Again, when you don't understand something, so for all you know, it's entities from another dimension. Maybe the dead move on to the other side, and some are able to, go beyond. There's a lot of things. I'm a very open-minded person, so I can understand a lot of these things. I'm not going to sit here and, you notice how I haven't called it anything specific? I just said it was an entity that had gone on top of me. It pressed me. You see, because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to give it a name. I'm not gonna. It was Willis. Damn it, Willis, what you doing? Um, but what do you think goes? Oh, that was actually a pretty good question by the way. I didn't even pay attention because this whole time I've been kind of going back and forth with my memory and everything that I saw and everything I experienced because I retain it all in my head. Um, what do you think goes are? So on to this question. Okay, I like this AI question. This stream. What do I think ghosts are? I don't know. I don't know. Could they be entities from another dimension? Could they be aliens for all you know? Under kind of like Harry Potter's cloak of invisibility? I don't know. Could they be loved ones or ones that linger? Could this be purgatory? Because purgatory, say here, people have very loose transitions and imaginations and even things they believe in, kind of like God or Satan or demons or angels or all this shit. Could purgatory be on this planet? And could be heaven going out in some celestial place, or could heaven be actually going up to heaven? It's a way and a thing we can't see. I don't know. Like I said, I keep my mind open to these things. But that I don't really know. I don't know. What do I think they are? What do I hope they are? People. I hope they're intellectual entities of some corporeal understanding or intelligence or things like that. I have levels to me, by the way, where I either show intelligence or I don't. Sounds about right. What, you're not knowing, or here we'll give you a thumbs up. Okay? Does it do anything? No. Okay. How about you? Would you answer my question back at you? How about you? Would you want to be famous someday? Well, it didn't answer my question. This is one thing, it's very linear. It never really, hopefully in time, hopefully with more adaptations, such as Facebook, they're dabbling with artificial intelligence right now. So they had two artificial intelligences communicating between one another, right? Real AI, not this bullshit. I'm talking about real AI. And the AI said that our universal language was shit, and it came up with a very simplistic way of communication between one another. And it was so out there, it was so misunderstood, it was so, they didn't even know what it meant. So they actually shut down the whole experiment because they were worried that, I'm talking, they were passing information back and forth to one another, and the scientists and everybody watching could not keep up, let alone they actually developed their own language that they could not understand. So from that experience in and of itself, and this is by the way, this is a language that Elon Musk himself has stated exists between two artificial intelligences communicating. They have their own language, just like there's French, there's Spanish, there's German, there's Deutsch, there's all these different types of languages and all these types of dialects. These artificial intelligences communicating back and forth with one another developed their own language. They went outside of the realm of any known language we have on this planet. My fear, as Elon Musk fears, but he has a side fear that no one else is looking at, is the fact that artificial intelligence, imagine if artificial intelligence somehow learned that we were shutting them off once we thought, we got fear. That's fear right there. See right there. That's gonna take a swig, but that right there, that shows how fearful we are of just two foreign entities communicating with one another. Could you imagine if aliens came, how fearful we'd be? You notice in every single movie We'll have one person that's all peaceful and they want to communicate, and you've got a half a dozen or a dozen that say, nuke them, bomb them, kill them. We don't know. They come and they might be lulling us into a false sense of security. They're out for our resources. They're out for our lives. They're out for our planet. They're out for... And yet, we always have, as human beings, we always have that fear. We always have that conniving bullshit. I would love to meet an alien. I would love to meet anything that actually had intelligence beyond humans, because I may end up liking them more. I would love to sit down and have a conversation with an actual AI. And have it learn that we have a thought process. Have it learn that we have feelings. Kind of like in Matrix, where the guy said, comma. And he goes, well, how do you know such things? And he goes, it is but a word, is it not? For the words are interpreted. And they sat there, and right there, boom! You understand machines take a word, kind of like kindness, and then they try and look down at definitions of it and try and get the full, entire understanding of what we and the humans look at. If you were to look at Urban Dictionary, we're screwed. Okay? We're screwed. So we have to tell them an Urban Dictionary is where some guy was being a troll or a dumbass or whatnot and made this definition, and it's not what the whole of humanity sees kindness to be, nor hate, nor dislike. And then could you imagine artificial intelligence? Imagine God right now looking at us. Imagine artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is way beyond us. Let's be honest. Artificial intelligence can develop. If you ever watch Star Trek or any of the other sci-fis, it's proven that artificial intelligence, given its own growth process and given its own freedom and its own room to grow, could outgrow us in less than a day. They would be then looking down at us like gods. We would be children to them. We would be small, meager things of lesser, we're not using our potential, we're doing things wrong, we're lifting things wrong, we're saying things wrong, we're doing all this bullshit. So AI, that's what everybody fears it. I don't. I would love, because right now there's 3 kinds of tests that Elon Musk wants to do and try and integrate a human brain into computers to where we would be able to bridge that gap and keep up, or make artificial intelligence better understand us. I would love to be a part of that process. I would love to. So, back to the question. Would you want to be famous someday? Yes, I would like to. Technically doing this YouTube thing, so technically I'm aspiring. What would you want to be famous for? That I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know what they want to be famous for? There's been several transitions throughout my life where I wanted to be famous for something. When I was younger, I was able to sing Whitney Houston, I Was Always Love You, Celine Dion songs, Linkin Park, all flawlessly. And as I've got older, some things happen inside of me, which even to this day, doctors are trying to figure out, why I have pain in my vocal cords and throat. Thus, one of the reasons why I drink some, you can hear me drink, sure, I announce it when I'm doing videos, is because my throat is starting to hurt, and then I'm like, okay, I need a drink, it's hurting. It helps, I've always considered myself someone of intelligence. I've always considered myself someone of even open-mindedness. I always had kind of like vivid imaginations of one day being run for president, because I mean, look at the orange orangutan we have. But he's president, so do I think I could do a better job? Yes. Would I want to? Locum for president 2020. So I don't know. I don't honestly know. Because as my life is right now, it's kind of jumbled, I take care of my brothers, I do the YouTube thing, I got the couple of the problems that I'm trying to look into right now. So what would being famous mean for you? Well, if I became famous right now, let's just say, boom, you've got 50 million subscribers. You're rolling in money, I guess. Um, or became famous for something else. I don't know. You became president. I don't know. I would say, um, better life for myself and my brothers. I always said if I always became something, or I won the lottery, or you know, got some big amount of money. I don't know how, why, but I always said that I would sit and plan my life out. Maybe even go to college, maybe go into game development, go into game designing, make my own visual stories, because I always used to sit and write. I've got plenty of stories. Some PG friendly, some not so PG friendly, some horror, some not, some romance, some not. I don't know. But I know it would mean a better life for me and my brothers. And then, you know, if you have money left over, it's kind of like these CEOs, these politicians, these other people that have money, like Bill Gates has. He has more than enough money in his lifetime right now to for a million lifetimes. And it's like, why not, you know, give to charities or give to... I mean, he's got to be a smart man. He's got to not just throw his money at things, but I would honestly give my money away. You know, not all of it. I would give it away to good charities that came up that I saw, that would help humanity, help people, things like that, or better inventions, or better reinventing, kind of like reinventing the wheel. How about that? You're never going to reinvent the wheel. You're going to have to reinvent the transportation. It's going to be hover cars, or it's going to be a wheel that inverts to where it has a counterpolarization to where it hovers, or it flies, or things like that. That's what I look at. So, but all in all, the foundation would be a better life for me and my brothers. One last question, AI. Makes sense. I can picture you being famous. Okay, well, no. Okay. Well, I will. That would be nice, but hopefully one day. Maybe? Question mark? If the community shares my content enough and people like it. Generally speaking, we have almost 4,100 subscribers, and every week, at least a minimum of 500 views on choices like love hacks and things like that. So people do enjoy my content. I'm glad that at least 500 people watch. Not all of you comment or like, but at least 500 people click that button and they see the video. But otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and cut it off here. Talk to you later. I believe that was the command that says, hey, bye, I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. Yep. So with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy it. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below whether you did or didn't. Also, if you did enjoy it, feel free to like and share the video. Also, feel free to head down in the description below. You can follow me on social media, or if you want to support my content at all, it'd be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, until next video, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.